My name is Robert Wesley.
And my name is David Wesley.
We have been together for 7 years, married for 4 years. We met and live here in Washington State. I think even before we got married, we knew we wanted to have children. But like most couples, we looked into adoption, but it was too complicated and it could take years. So we looked into surrogacy here and saw the six-figure cost and got disappointed real fast. When we were doing our research, we quickly found out about Mexico being a great option at about a third the cost of doing it here and still having all the same medical standards.
We've always loved Mexico, and we've vacationed all over the country and really love the Yucatan Peninsula. It didn't take long to learn about Miracle Surrogacy being the largest agency in Mexico.
What I immediately loved about Miracle Surrogacy is that it was all started by a gay couple named Brian and Henry, who had their own children through surrogacy. It made us feel good to know that the owners were at one time in our shoes, so we really liked that they would understand how all this feels.
So we did our due diligence and learned everything was legit and that they've had hundreds of babies over the years.
They also have no wait times to be matched to a surrogate, which is a huge plus over other agencies where it can take up to a year to be matched. And here in the United States, it is typically even longer. So that was a real plus about Miracle Surrogacy too.
So we signed up right away and packed our bags, and off to Mexico we went.
We're experienced travelers, but it was still really great to be so warmly welcomed by the Miracle team when we went down for our semen deposit. It was really smooth.
Miracle has dozens of staff members, and they really do treat people like family. The way they are so warm with IPs really helps to reduce your anxiety level, and that's important. It goes back to the whole idea that the agency was started by people just like us, so they get it, and they want IPs to feel loved and embraced.
Going to the clinic was a real eye-opener in a good way. I'm not sure what we were expecting, but we were happy to see how modern everything was. The staff spoke English and Miracle Surrogacy team was right on site. We also met one of the fertility doctors who will be performing the medical procedures, and she answered all of our questions, which also put us at ease.
So once again, the folks at Miracle really shattered any concerns or fears Robert and I may have had. I have no doubts the Miracle service and their loving staff beat any agency or clinic in the United States, and they really do seem so sincere about how they treat IPs.
After the semen deposit, we were notified right away about our surrogate assignment.
Our coordinator at Miracle provided us with our surrogate's profile, which went into a lot of depth about her background, her fertility history, and details about her own children and family. We felt an immediate connection with Clarissa as soon as we went through her profile.
The next step was our egg collection. Miracle Surrogacy has a very large selection of egg donors with very diverse backgrounds, so we selected an egg donor who was finishing her bachelor's degree and someone we thought would be a good match in terms of physical appearance, given we were an interracial couple.
All of that part went really smoothly, and once the eggs were collected, it was time to make the embryos. We ended up with 9 of them, and we chose to do PGT testing, which we are really glad we did.
After PGT testing, results came in. We found out there were always some embryos that don't make the cut for one reason or another. So out of 9 embryos, 6 of them were normal.
The good thing about PGT, aside from ruling out any abnormal embryos, is that you also learn what the sex of the embryos are. So out of 6 healthy embryos, we had 3 boys and 3 girls.
We thought, wouldn't it be great to have one of each? So we transferred 1 boy and 1 girl embryo.
And bingo, they both took.
We were both so overjoyed when we got the call from our coordinator at Miracle. We were shocked and happy at the same time.
We really were very lucky to have such a smooth pregnancy. We feel very, very fortunate. Our coordinator at Miracle Surrogacy encouraged us to get to know Clarissa, and they routinely set up video calls for us to see her during her regular checkups. The team at Miracle goes out of their way to make sure you know your surrogate is being well cared for.
We always got timely reports and copies of ultrasounds, which made the process really seamless. The time really flew by, and before we could blink, it was time to head back to Mexico for the big day. We went a couple of days before the scheduled delivery.
Our Miracle coordinator set up a lovely dinner for us to spend some time with Clarissa before the delivery.
It was really special getting to be with her in person and to touch her belly, knowing that our little miracles were inside of her. Miracle's team really made that day special, and we felt like a family member was taking care of our babies.
The next day, everything went really smoothly.
After Clarissa had a chance to recover and the babies were checked out, we got to hold our little angels in our arms. It was such an amazing feeling to experience the joy of being new parents, to feel that special love only parents can understand. It was our dream come true.
It only took about 10 days to get our birth certificates, then maybe another week or two to get our appointment at the U.S. consulate in Merida.
The process at the consulate was very easy. The Miracle Surrogacy team helped us assemble all the paperwork, contract, medical reports, and other documents. We got the baby's passports the same day of our appointment.
As if having twins wasn't enough of a change, Robert and I loved our visits to Merida so much that we decided to build a home here. It's very important to us that our kids connect with their Mexican heritage. Our plan is to spend a lot of time here, possibly even educating the kids here as well. We both work remotely, so it was pretty easy for us to make the transition.
Like anyone else, we were nervous to get started, but we spoke with several other IPs who had babies through Miracle, and that helped us to have confidence to get started. The team held our hand throughout our entire journey and truly treated us like family. Even after our babies were born and our program was complete, we made lifelong friends now. Our dreams really did come true, thanks to Miracle Surrogacy.